2025 is right around the corner, and as you prepare your home for the holidays, it's a good time to get your financial house in order. Our panelists here to tell you what you can do to get a head start on the new year. So, Elizabeth, humans are really bad at accepting near-term pain for long-term gain. But you've got an idea. A lot of financial experts are saying that now is the time to take a little tax pain for a happy retirement. That's
true, Jack. And the reward is going to be a big pot of tax-free money at retirement. Who doesn't want that? Because you've got to remember that the money in your traditional tax-deferred retirement account is not entirely yours, right? Some of that belongs to the government because when you retire, you're going to have to take out that money, you're going to owe income taxes on it. So this could become a problem, especially, if we get to bigger account balances, say $1 million. You might think, oh, my account's doing well, I'm going to let it ride. Starting at 73, you're going to have to withdraw money from your traditional account. It's called an RMD, required minimum distribution, and pay income taxes whether you want to or not. It's the government, Uncle Sam's, it's his way of finally taking his cut of your retirement savings, right? So not only will these RMDs, if they're big, potentially push you into a higher tax bracket, but they might also push you into a higher income from Medicare premiums. Higher income seniors pay more for Medicare Parts B and D, their premiums, to the tune of 3 times more for the people in the top income bracket compared to the lowest income bracket. So that's something you want to avoid paying if possible.
And you do that by converting your 401k or your IRA, or at least part of it, into a Roth so that you pay the taxes now to avoid those in the future.
Exactly. So you can convert part or all to a Roth, take that tax hit now, and then enjoy the benefits for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'm not such a big fan of it. I hate paying taxes sooner than I have to pay. I'd rather defer and pay later and let the money build up tax-free.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, a lot of people probably feel that way. And true that if you have a more modest balance, say $500,000 or below, the tax benefits or a Roth conversion aren't quite as clear-cut because your RMDs are going to be less.
But if you do have a big pot of money, your heirs will thank you if it's in a Roth because they won't pay taxes.
Absolutely. It's a great thing to pass on to heirs.
And nobody's going to believe me when I say this. On April 15th, it doesn't feel this way, but economists say that we're actually in a low-tax environment right now, and they predict long-term might get higher.
It's true. Everyone says, the experts I talk to say taxes are on sale now. Rates are not going to fall down. So you're going to have to pay taxes at some point. There's something to be said for getting them out of the way.
No one's going to believe that. Taxes on sale, but I understand it.
Yeah.
Ben, speaking of taxes, any viewers thinking of pulling the trigger on an electric car purchase or solar panels should think about doing that sooner rather than later.
That's right. I mean, we're going to probably, President Trump has basically said he's going to try to get rid of those tax credits for buying an EV and the tax break you get for putting solar panels on your house. And that means if you want these things, the $7,500 tax credit on that EV, for instance, you should go buy an EV now. There's a very good chance that will be repealed. The Republicans control the Senate, and it only takes a majority vote to get it done. So that's the thing. You want an EV? Do it now.
Solar stocks have taken a hit in anticipation of the end of that credit. Have they fallen so far that they're a good buy, or would you stay away?
I think I would stay away. I mean, the retail solar players have had problems already, long before Trump came along. They're just not making money. They keep running into trouble. And even the ones that are making, like First Solar, that makes panels for utilities, they're not doing great. They're up, 6.9% this year when the S&P 500 is up 25%. So it's okay, but I just think this is not the moment.
All right. Andrew, we talked about the heck of a run for the S&P 500. It all looks rosy, but that's the time when investors maybe should be double-checking their assumptions. For those investors who want to take a few chips off the table, what would you tell them?
Well, I think actually treasuries are a pretty good buy right now. And for people who have big gains in stocks, and the S&P's up about 25% this year, treasury yields are many of them are higher this year. So you're actually getting higher yield now than you could at the start of the year. I think treasuries are a pretty good value right now. They're getting yields of between 4 to 4.5%. Inflation's running 2.5 to 3%. So you're getting a decent yield above inflation. There's some tax benefits because its interest is state and local tax exempt. And I think they're a better value now than corporate bonds and junk bonds, where the yield gap versus treasuries is historically very tight.
Tight spreads. So here's the thing with if you talk to a Trump supporter, they say his agenda is going to lead to more growth. If you talk to a critic, they say tariffs are going to lead to inflation. Well, the only thing they agree on is both of those could send Treasury yields higher. Is that something that people ought to worry about?
I mean, that's definitely a risk that you could have big deficits indefinitely and you could have higher inflation. But some of that is captured right now in the Treasury markets, and the markets are kind of discounting mechanisms. And so I wouldn't be, I mean, it's a risk. I wouldn't be too concerned about it. And if you're looking for Treasuries, one of the better ways to play it is through ETFs like the TLT, which is 20-year Treasuries, IEF, which is 7 to 10-year Treasuries. And if you're really risk-averse like Warren Buffett and want to just hold Treasury bills, you can buy ETFs like BIL.
And if you're worried about inflation, tips are the way to go, right?
Yeah, tips are actually a pretty good value relative to regular Treasuries, and you can buy ETFs like the TIP or STIP, and they're actually pretty attractive given where inflation break-evens are right now.
Great advice. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it.